Welcome to Your Insight. We provide concise summaries of impactful books across various genres. Subscribe to never miss an update from our YouTube channel. Let's explore the world of literature together. Today, we're diving into a game-changing book that can transform your life one tiny habit at a time. It's Atomic Habits by James Clear. Whether you're looking to build good habits, break bad ones, or simply understand how habits work, this book has it all. Atomic Habits is all about understanding the power of small, consistent changes. James Clear shows us how these tiny habits, or atomic habits, can lead to remarkable results over time. The key message here is that small habits, when repeated consistently, can compound into significant improvements. The book is structured around 4 simple laws of behavior change. These are the backbone of creating and sustaining habits. Let's quickly break them down. Make it obvious. Create cues for your desired habits. Make it attractive. Use temptation bundling to make habits more appealing. Make it easy. Reduce friction and start with habits that take just 2 minutes. Make it satisfying. Use immediate rewards to reinforce positive behaviors. Clear doesn't just stop at these laws. He dives deep into the science of habit formation, showing how our habits shape our identity and vice versa. He introduces practical strategies like habit stacking, where you pair a new habit with an existing one, and the 2-minute rule, which helps you get started with small, manageable steps. One of the most powerful ideas in the book is the concept of the plateau of latent potential. It's the idea that progress often appears slow until a critical threshold is reached, and then breakthroughs happen. Clear reminds us to be patient and persistent. But it's not just about building good habits. Atomic Habits also tackles how to break bad ones. Clear provides insights into understanding the root causes of our habits and offers techniques to disrupt the cues and rewards that drive them. And finally, Clear emphasizes the importance of environment design and habit formation. By shaping our surroundings, we can make good habits more obvious and easier to follow. To sum it up, Atomic Habits is a must-read for anyone looking to improve their life through small, consistent actions. It's filled with actionable advice, scientific insights, and real-life examples that make it both engaging and practical. Part 1. We'll cover the surprising power of atomic habits, how your habits shape your identity, and the 4 simple steps to build better habits. First, let's talk about the surprising power of atomic habits. James Clear argues that small habits, when repeated consistently, lead to significant changes over time. This is known as the compound effect. Just as money multiplies through compound interest, the effects of your habits multiply as you repeat them. This means that even a tiny change in your daily routines can lead to remarkable results if maintained over the long run. Next, how do your habits shape your identity? Clear suggests that habits are not just about achieving goals, but about becoming the type of person you want to be. Your identity emerges from your habits. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. For example, if you write every day, you become a writer. The key is to focus on the type of person you want to become and prove it to yourself with small wins. Now, let's dive into how to build better habits in 4 simple steps. Clear introduces the 4 laws of behavior change, which are essential for creating and maintaining habits. First, make it obvious. This involves creating clear cues for your habits. For example, if you want to drink more water, place a water bottle on your desk. Second, make it attractive. Link habits you want to form with activities you enjoy. This concept is known as temptation bundling. If you love watching Netflix, you could allow yourself to watch your favorite show only while exercising. Third, make it easy. Reduce the friction to perform the habit. Start with habits that take just 2 minutes to complete. For instance, if you want to read more, start by reading 1 page each night. This makes the habit manageable and increases the likelihood that you'll stick with it. Fourth, make it satisfying. Use immediate rewards to reinforce your habits. Our brains are wired to respond to rewards, so finding ways to make your habits instantly gratifying can help solidify them. This could be as simple as checking off a habit on a calendar or enjoying a healthy snack after a workout. To summarize, the power of atomic habits lies in their ability to compound over time. Your habits shape your identity by reinforcing the type of person you want to become. And by applying the 4 laws of behavior change, make it obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. You can build better habits that last. Part 2. Well, explore the man who didn't look right, the best way to start a new habit, and the secret to self-control. First up, the man who didn't look right. This chapter tells the story of a woman named Julia who noticed something off about her father-in-law's appearance. Her intuition saved his life as he was having a stroke. This story highlights the power of noticing small details and how our brains are wired to recognize patterns. In the context of habits, it teaches us the importance of paying attention to our behaviors and the cues that trigger them. Now, let's talk about the best way to start a new habit. James Clear introduces the concept of implementation intentions. This is a plan you make beforehand about when and where you will act. For example, instead of saying, "I'll exercise more," you set a clear plan. "I'll exercise at 7 a.m. in my living room." Research shows that people who make specific plans are more likely to follow through. Another effective strategy is habit stacking. This involves linking a new habit to an existing one. For instance, if you want to start meditating, you can link it to your morning coffee routine. "After I make my coffee, I will meditate for 2 minutes." By tying new habits to established ones, you create a reliable trigger that makes the new habit easier to adopt. Moving on to the secret to self-control. Clear argues that self-control is a short-term strategy, not a long-term solution. Instead of relying on willpower, he suggests designing your environment to support good habits and eliminate bad ones. This means removing temptations and making positive behaviors more convenient. For example, if you want to eat healthier, keep junk food out of your house and place healthy snacks within easy reach. If you want to be more productive, create a workspace free from distractions. By shaping your environment, you reduce the need for self-control and make it easier to stick to good habits. Another important aspect is understanding and managing your cues. Cues are triggers that initiate our habits. By identifying and modifying these cues, you can change your behaviors more effectively. For instance, if you always snack while watching TV, try changing your routine to break the association between TV and snacking. To summarize, The Man Who Didn't Look Right teaches us the power of awareness and pattern recognition. The best way to start a new habit emphasizes the importance of specific plans and habit stacking. Finally, the secret to self-control shows us that designing our environment and managing cues are more effective than relying on willpower alone. Part 3. We'll explore how to make a habit irresistible, the role of family and friends in shaping your habits, and how to find and fix the causes of your bad habits. First up, how to make a habit irresistible. James Clear introduces the concept of temptation bundling and the role of dopamine in habit formation. Temptation bundling involves pairing an action you want to do with an action you need to do. For instance, you can listen to your favorite podcast only while exercising. Dopamine, the feel-good chemical in our brains, plays a crucial role in making habits irresistible. Our brains release dopamine in anticipation of a reward, which motivates us to take action. By creating a sense of anticipation and linking positive emotions to the habit, you make it more enticing. For example, visualizing the benefits of a habit or rewarding yourself immediately after completing it can boost your motivation. Next, let's talk about the role of family and friends in shaping your habits. Our social environment significantly influences our behaviors. We tend to adopt the habits of those around us. If your family and friends exercise regularly, you're more likely to do the same. Surrounding yourself with people who have the habits you desire can provide powerful social pressure and support. Clear emphasizes the importance of joining a group where your desired behavior is the norm. This not only provides a sense of belonging but also reinforces the habit through social proof. For instance, if you want to read more, joining a book club can help you stay committed and motivated. Now, let's explore how to find and fix the causes of your bad habits. The first step is to identify the cue that triggers your bad habit. This could be a specific time, location, emotional state, or preceding action. Once you've identified the cue, you can work on disrupting the routine and replacing it with a positive habit. Another effective strategy is the inversion technique. Instead of focusing solely on developing good habits, think about how to avoid bad ones. Clear suggests creating a bad habit contract where you outline the consequences of indulging in bad habits. This can involve involving an accountability partner to help keep you on track. It's also important to address the underlying emotions and needs that drive bad habits. Often, bad habits are coping mechanisms for stress, boredom, or other negative emotions. Finding healthier ways to address these emotions can help you break the cycle. For example, practicing mindfulness, engaging in physical activity, or pursuing a hobby can be effective alternatives. To summarize, making a habit irresistible involves linking it with positive emotions and rewards. The role of family and friends highlights the power of social influence in shaping our habits. Finally, finding and fixing the causes of bad habits requires identifying triggers, using the inversion technique, and addressing underlying emotional needs. Part 4. We'll discuss how to make good habits inevitable and bad habits impossible. The truth about talent when genes matter and when they don't, and how to stick with good habits every day. First up, how to make good habits inevitable and bad habits impossible. James emphasizes the importance of environment design. By structuring your surroundings to favor good habits and hinder bad ones, you make desired behaviors easier and undesirable ones harder. For example, if you want to read more, place books in every room. Clear also introduces the concept of the commitment device, which is a choice you make in the present that locks in better behavior in the future. For instance, if you want to reduce screen time, you could set up a timer that shuts off your internet after a certain period. These devices help eliminate bad habits by making it difficult or impossible to indulge in them. Let's talk about the truth about talent when genes matter and when they don't. Clear explains that while genetics play a role in determining our abilities and predispositions, they are not the sole factor in our success. Your genes may determine your potential, but your habits determine how much of that potential you realize. It's about finding the overlap between your natural talents and your interests, and then working diligently in that area. Clear suggests focusing on your strengths rather than trying to overcome weaknesses. By leveraging your natural abilities, you can achieve greater success and satisfaction. For instance, if you have a talent for writing, developing a habit of daily writing can help you excel in that area. Now, let's explore how to stick with good habits every day. One effective strategy is to use a habit tracker. This is a simple way to measure whether you did a habit. It provides visual proof of your progress and can be a powerful motivator. Each time you complete your habit, mark it on your tracker. The anticipation of seeing those marks can keep you consistent. Another key strategy is to never miss twice. Missing a habit once is an accident, but missing it twice is the start of a new habit. If you miss a day, get back on track as quickly as possible. The focus should be on building consistency, not perfection. Additionally, Clear emphasizes the importance of identity-based habits. Instead of focusing on what you want to achieve, focus on who you wish to become. For example, instead of saying, "I want to run a marathon," say, "I am a runner." This shift in mindset helps reinforce the habit and makes it a part of your identity. To summarize, making good habits inevitable involves designing your environment and using commitment devices. The truth about talent highlights the importance of focusing on your strengths. Finally, sticking with good habits every day can be achieved through habit tracking, never missing twice, and adopting an identity-based approach. Part 5. We'll discuss how to stop procrastinating by using the 2-minute rule, how to make your habits satisfying, and the cardinal rule of behavior change. First up, how to stop procrastinating by using the 2-minute rule. James Clear introduces the 2-minute rule to combat procrastination and make habits easier to start. The idea is simple. When you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do. This approach helps you overcome the resistance to beginning a task by making it so easy that you can't say no. For example, if you want to start reading more, commit to reading 1 page per day. If you want to run, start by putting on your running shoes. The goal is to make the first step as simple as possible. Once you start it, it's much easier to keep going. This method leverages the momentum of starting to propel you into longer, more sustained efforts. Next, let's talk about how to make your habit satisfying. Clear emphasizes that for a habit to stick, it needs to be satisfying. The immediate reward of a habit is crucial because it reinforces the behavior and makes you want to repeat it. Our brains are wired to seek immediate rewards, so finding a way to make your habit satisfying is key. One effective strategy is to use a reinforcement method, such as a habit tracker. By visually tracking your progress, you get a sense of satisfaction from seeing your achievements accumulate. This could be as simple as checking off a calendar or using a dedicated app. The visual cue of progress can be very motivating. Another strategy is to pair your habit with something you enjoy. For example, if you're trying to build a habit of exercising, reward yourself with a healthy smoothie afterwards. The key is to ensure the reward is immediate and directly tied to the habit, reinforcing the behavior positively. Now, let's explore the cardinal rule of behavior change. Clear's cardinal rule is, behaviors that are immediately rewarded get repeated. Behaviors that are immediately punished get avoided. This principle is fundamental to understanding why some habits stick and others don't. To apply this rule, you need to make good habits immediately satisfying and bad habits immediately unsatisfying. For instance, if you're trying to cut down on sugar, you might experience an immediate negative consequence by removing all sugary snacks from your house, making it inconvenient to indulge. To summarize, stopping procrastination with the 2-minute rule makes starting habits easier by breaking them into simple steps. Making habits satisfying through immediate rewards and visual tracking helps reinforce positive behavior. Finally, the cardinal rule of behavior change highlights the importance of immediate rewards and punishments in shaping our habits. Part 6. We'll explore how to transition from being merely good to truly great. The Goldilocks rule for staying motivated, and the potential downsides of creating good habits. First, how to go from being merely good to being truly great. Clear emphasizes the importance of continuous improvement and deliberate practice. It's not just about doing something consistently. It's about constantly refining and challenging yourself. Greatness is achieved through small, incremental improvements over time. For example, if you're a writer, consistently pushing yourself to write better each day can lead to significant growth in the long term. Next, the Goldilocks rule, how to stay motivated in life and work. This rule states that humans are most motivated when working on tasks that are just right, neither too hard nor too easy. Tasks that are too challenging can lead to frustration and burnout, while tasks that are too easy can result in boredom and complacency. By finding the optimal level of challenge, you can maintain motivation and sustain your efforts over time. Clear suggests applying this rule by setting goals that stretch your abilities just enough to keep you engaged and motivated. This principle can be applied to various aspects of life, whether it's learning a new skill, tackling a project at work, or pursuing personal goals like fitness or creative endeavors. Lastly, the downside of creating good habits. While creating good habits can lead to positive outcomes, Clear warns against the potential downsides of rigid adherence to routines. Over-reliance on habits can sometimes limit flexibility and creativity. Life is dynamic, and circumstances change. It's important to remain adaptable and open to adjusting your habits as needed to align with evolving goals and situations. In summary, striving for greatness involves continuous improvement and deliberate practice. Staying motivated requires finding the right balance of challenge through the Goldilocks rule. And while creating good habits is beneficial, maintaining flexibility is crucial to navigating life's changes effectively. Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this summary, like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for updates. Leave a comment with your thoughts. Happy listening.